And good afternoon. This Thanksgiving, Good Friday, I guess it would be called, or Black Friday in the shopping. But for us, it's basketball season, and it's Quincy High Blue Devil basketball from the girls' side on this Saturday afternoon as the Quincy High Blue Devils bring their 2-1 record in, taking on the Althoff Catholic Crusaders at 1-3 so far. Hi, I'm Jeff Wellman with all the action today. Should be a blast. The game has changed times a couple times, and that was so the Althoff Catholic boys could go on and win the state title at 10 o'clock this morning, as they did in convincing fashion as it was. So these two teams did face last year. Quincy High played a great game, winning 48-19. Foley had 14, Longcourt and Brown each had 10, and that's how we kicked off. But expect Bruce Romine to have a pretty good team here and ready, and they're going to play here today and then turn around tomorrow and play Highland from Missouri right here at Quincy High's court tomorrow as well. Speaking of playing a couple games, and we've got two today, Coach Pettit, we're lined up for this one and then over to the Blue Devil Gymnasium.
Well, I tell you what, it's going to be fun to see how these girls, they had a really good game Tuesday night against a Rock Island team that, you know, might be a little bit off this year, but still, you know, good ball game. Looking forward to big things from this young Lady Blue Devil team.
And it will be out here as we get ready for today. And, of course, we'll be hearing from Coach after we come back from a break from our sponsors here in the pregame show. And you're listening to Blue Devil Basketball on mechasportsco.com.
For many, your home and auto are two of the biggest investments you'll make. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. At Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, they're ready to talk with you about covering the things you care about most: your home, your car, and your family. At Freiberg Insurance, they'll be glad to review your insurance needs and put together a policy that fits you and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And we're here in the pregame with Brad Dance, the coach of the Quincy High Blue Devils. And, of course, Coach's comments are brought to you by QHS Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. Saturday afternoon, game changes a couple times. But congratulations to Althoff Catholic as they won the state title in football, and that's the reason we backed this thing up. So now we're ready to get going. Althoff Catholic last year, we beat them pretty handedly, but we played a real good game on that game.
Yeah, we did. We did a nice job controlling the tempo. We got some good baskets inside, and I remember Miley made some threes for us on the outside. But they're a well-coached team. Bruce does a good job with them, and it's one of those things that we're going to have to come out, kind of create our own energy on a Saturday afternoon. Probably not anticipating a huge crowd like we've had the last couple nights, but I think that, you know, if we continue to play defense and share the ball, the good things will take care of itself.
We have one fan in here who's a big Blue Devil fan and watches all these games at home. This is the first time he's actually come to a game in person. Did you catch him?
I did hear that, yes. He was down when we were in O'Fallon last week, so he told me that he was going to be here today. So he's definitely a good Blue Devil supporter. Indeed.
So what do you see out of the Althoff Catholic? I know we just mentioned there that I'm not sure how many girls are back. And what do you got from the scouting report?
Yeah, they've got a big girl she's going to John Wood to play there next year, and she's decent. We just got to make sure that I feel that if we really push the tempo and get up and down a little bit, I think they may have a hard time keeping up with that. But we can't have silly turnovers or rush shots, and that's what we talked about in the shoot-around today, is to make sure that yes, we want to run, but we've got to be under control. So
we talked about players. We talked about Jada's great game the other day, but we also talked Chloe doesn't score, but she has 7 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks. There's something else in there. Oh, rebounds is 2. She does everything else.
Yeah, she does, and she's not going to be a huge scorer. She's going to score. I mean, it'll come, and we talked a little bit. Her and I talked a little bit about that at the shoot-around today. But I think she did a good job, and I think the girls are playing pretty well. So we just got to keep improving. It's only the 4th game of the year, so we just got to keep working at it.
Sounds good. Good luck today.
All right, thank you.
Hey, that's Brad Dance, head coach of the Quincy High Blue Devil girls, and of course, Coach's comments are brought to you by the QHS Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. When we come back, it's the Quincy High Blue Devils taking on the Althoff Catholic Crusaders right here on mechasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
If you're a business owner, a lot of things keep you awake at night. Your insurance shouldn't be one of them. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. Call Freiberg Insurance in Quincy for a quick insurance review. They'll make sure your business coverage is up to date and thorough. Freiberg Insurance will work with you to put together a policy that fits your business and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
And back to Quincy High as we heard from Coach there. In the coach's comments, we thank him for that. Getting ready for today's game here against Althoff Catholic. As we mentioned last year in this ball game, Quincy High started off 12-0 in the ball game. At halftime, they're up 26-4. Third quarter, 37-7. And Coach, they were just playing well and ended up winning 48-19. As I mentioned, Taylor Foley had 14. Miley Loncourt and Jada Brown each had 10 apiece in that one. And we look at that. Now, the other night, a couple stats that pop out that we didn't have ahead of time. You know, Jada had that 31 points. She had 8 rebounds to go with it. Nicholson, as I mentioned, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks, 4 steals. And the other stat I like that Matt Schuckman did last week for us, thank you, Matt, was assists to field goals. And on this game, it was 16 assists, 24 field goals. Game 1 over here was 20 and 26. Sharing the basketball.
Share the basketball, and, you know, whoever the open person is, you know, has been taking, you know, advantage of that. So, you know, they got to keep doing the same thing and keep getting that after it on the defensive end.
And that's key, too. Last game, I think we saw Coach, aside from the O'Fallon, Edwardsville game at O'Fallon, we made better passes. We moved the basketball, and I love it because we talk about feeding the post. Normally when we talk about feeding the post, they're getting a rebound, they're coming down in the half-court transition, it sets up, and then we're working our offense, and we said, you know, feed me. Jada was getting the rebound, getting in transition, getting the ball at the top of the key, even outside a little farther, and making a great move, a crossover dribble, and all the way to the hole. And we joked a lot about the left hands. She was quite ambidextrous, and we almost thought it was the Larry Bird left-hand game where every shot was a left-hander.
Well, you know, you've got to be able to go both ways. You know, Jada's going to face a lot of, you know, double teams this year, and, you know, probably the best big defensive player, you know, on the other team is going to be guarding her. So she's going to have to, you know, be able to go with both hands, you know, to the basket. And last game, it was a clinic.
The band is here, all in force. And in fact, last night, we'll mention this again in the game tonight, the boys, the alumni pep band was part of the Quincy High band last night. Now, I don't know if it was all alumni. I believe that, you know, a lot of our students were still here as well. So it was kind of cool to have the alumni pep band up there as well. So hopefully they'll be out again as we get ready close to the starting lineups. You know, with Coach's comments, last year I always talked about Cunis and what was happening, selling the cars. I did see the other day, and I got to mention this one, and I always love it because I know him as Jay Schaefer. Nowadays you know him as Royal Schaefer. That's his real name. It was Royal J. He had bought a 24 Jeep Wrangler from Jared England over there. So, and I got to get over and find out how the new lot and the new shop. I thought it was going to be December for one and maybe January 1st or close for the other. So if you get out there, folks, and you're listening to us, you're out doing your shopping, stop by Cunis and take a look at some of the things that are happening there and some of the improvements. So, all right, Coach, we get in here, and I really was hoping, too, that we might see the trophy come through Quincy. Althoff Catholic come through, maybe go through Camp Point and, you know, wave and say, hey, we got it this year.
Yeah.
Come on down here and then come into the game and show it off. But I got a feeling the girls left early from Althoff Catholic to get here, and the celebration's probably going to take a little while, and it's on the road back to Belleville.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You know, congratulations to, and they beat a very good Lena Winslow team that last year lost to Camp Point in the championship game 14-0. And, you know, the 3 years prior to that won it every year. So, you know, definitely a great season for Althoff Catholic.
I believe they have actually, Lena Winslow has 4 trophies as far as first place, and this is their second place on there. Speaking of Taylor Foley, there she is right there saying hi to us.
And well, last year was second too.
What's that?
Well, last year they got second to Camp
Exactly,
Point.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
So I love it. Taylor Foley was here the other night. It was Dade and Chevalier. I have not seen Bree Lannard yet pop it up anywhere, or Jasmine Lewis, so they need to come by and say hi as well. Those are the 5 seniors from last year. So I saw David Gaither coming in here down there standing. I guess they won't let him sit down over there. David's from Canton, and of course they had some girls in some very talented over there in the Canton area. Malia and Musgrove Neiman coached those teams for years. So, Coach, I would imagine today the Devils are going to come out first on their home floor and get after defensive like they have. And with Chloe at the top of that 1-2-2, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, her deflections and her just, changing, what the other people are doing out front and starting the offense has been big, for the defense of the Lady Devils.
And, the other thing is, too, they don't realize her length. And especially once they get by her, and this is one thing we always tried not to teach, but I would like to have taught this. Kim Hessing did this wonderfully. She was a year ahead of the age, so she'd been 83 at Notre Dame, and she played at Quincy College. And she would let somebody beat her on the baseline, then block them from behind. But it would be 3 feet away, and it would be a clean block, but sometimes get called because you're behind. Chloe can be behind somebody just running, whether it's a block shot or a steal, and she can reach up and knock it away without getting too close or committing the foul. And that's kind of nice, and it's really tough for the other side. I was just looking. I don't know if Bruce has any more than 5 girls dressed.
Yep, that's it. That's all I see. Well, and looking at some stats, and this is only for the first 4 games, they're led by a freshman, by the name of Gabby Dahlke. She's averaging like 14-3 a game with 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 2.5 steals. So it's through 4 games, and they played, they played O'Fallon already this year. So they're down there playing in, some good competition.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Coach, started off against Centralia, lost by 10. O'Fallon, which, hey, we expect that, 60-23 they lost. Cardinal Ritter, a loss 60-19. Then the last game against Metro Lutheran, they did win 68-29, as you mentioned. And you mentioned Dahlke, also Camara Davis, 8.3 points a game, just under 4 rebounds. And then you've got the Distlers, with a little different look to that, D-I-S-T-L-E-R, as compared to the ones we know here in Quincy. So, again, there's not a lot of bodies. I guess if you think we're talking about our 8 bodies, now 7, well, game moved up 8, and worried about foul trouble, how'd you like to be there 5?
Well, it's one of those things to where you got to play smart. You can't be real aggressive, especially like reaching in, getting fouls, things of that nature. You got to play good, solid defense, which, that's what we got to do also. So.
All right, Coach, here's the trivia question for you, or the rule question. How many players can you finish with?
3, I believe.
I think it is actually 2, because you actually need somebody to be able to pass the ball in, so you can foul down to 2 players and play. We don't want to see that.
No.
Obviously, you got to start with 5. We cannot start with less than 5, but we're hoping that neither team runs into that. And I think our officials today, Rick Gingenbacher, Bob Balcom, Brad Gooding, great officials. They're working tonight. I think Gooding and Gingenbacher are working with Rusty Miller tonight at the 7 o'clock game we have over at Blue Devil Gymnasium. So, and we'll have a national anthem. We'll take our break, and when we come back, we'll have our starting lineups brought to you by Blessing Health. We've got you covered from head to toe.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And the Quincy High Band with our national anthem as we get ready for our starting lineups. Hey, a couple more girls have joined us. They stayed for one or two more scores in that game.
Back from Normal, Illinois. And Hancock, was it Hancock Stadium, I believe now? Since they refurbished it or refurnished it?
Gosh, Coach, I forgot, tell you the truth. Sorry about that. I can't even help you out there. And here's the starting lineup. First for Althoff Catholic. They're coached by Mr. Bruce Romine. They're going to start off Amelia Dissler, number 5. Also, then we've got Reese Dissler, number 15. Gabriella Dalkey, she's the leading scorer, number 23. Catherine Gross, number 30. And Kamora Davis, she'll wear number 32. And I'm trying to see, are they black and gold? In the dark, it's kind of hard to see.
Dark blue, I believe.
There you go. As we wait here for the Devils. And, of course, I forget that we do have the same video up on the board that we would have across the other way. And the video images leading up. We did not have a Devil. I don't know if we ever thought about a female Devil or just the Devil coming over here once in a while and showing up. Especially like
hopefully, like QND and QHS, that game over, Blue Devil Gymnasium, definitely have to get the Devil there.
And that'll be we've got both the games this year between the schools are here. Both the boys game, which is right before Christmas, and the girls is after it, I believe maybe the end of January, if I had to guess. January 30th seems to pop up there. And here's your starting lineup for your Blue Devils, now 2-1, coached by Mr. Brad Dance. The senior Kate Medemeyer, she'll start. She wears number 12. Jada Brown, 31 points the other night, 8 rebounds. The sophomore, she wears number 21. Madeline Hamby, number 23. She's a junior. I almost skipped Miley Loncourt. How do you do that? Number 14, Miley is a sophomore. As we say, ML14 or ML the second. And rounding it out, the freshman, number 24, Chloe Nicholson. And that's your lineup for the Blue Devils. Devils are in their home white, trimmed in blue. On the other side, it's Althoff Catholic, and when the lights come on, we'll find out how dark that blue is. Or Devils against Crusaders. Glad to be with us here on this afternoon, Jeff Wellman and Dave Pettit. For those listening out here and getting ready for Christmas, glad you're with us. And we will tell you, folks, if you're listening to, and watching right now on YouTube, if you do go onto our website and you pull it up on there and it's not refreshed, or you feel like it's behind, just hit the button down there below all of our options. There's a Facebook button and then there's a YouTube button. If you hit that, it goes right to YouTube and right to the game. YouTube will always have the game on about game time, maybe 5 seconds delayed, where by kicking over to ours with all the handoffs, it takes a little longer. So that's the intricacies of that. Hope you were taking notes. Devils will work right to left. Jada Brown's in the center circle. On the other side, it's Reese Dissler tipping off for the Crusaders. And we are ready to get going as soon as the band finishes that song. Bob Bauckham was waiting as well. Tip goes up, double tip there, and then there stepping in was Chloe, but missed it. Dissler got the rebound. In transition, I just wonder if they were over-cheered and wasted too much energy today at the game. Shot taken up, no good off the glass. Weak side rebound, and a nice screen out. Our first foul of the game will go against Davis and Althoff Catholic. Little passive pressure in the backcourt. Amelia Dissler picking up on Nicholson, brings it up across the timeline. Left side, Loncourt into the left corner, Hamby. Hamby will skip over to the right side. Inside high post, Jada Brown cuts down to the block where Hamby was, right back to her. And then Jada takes it all the way to the hole. She looked briefly, Kate was there, but realized by the time she passed it, she could just take it real easy herself for the bucket. 2-0 Blue Devils in the half-court set. Devils in that 1-2-2. Nicholson with Loncourt and Hamby at the top. Down low, Medemeyer and Brown. Ball goes in the high post right through the hands of Reese Dissler. And then one of the Devils touched it.
So another deflection out front.
And that is key, Coach. We talk about steals, but as important as steals, deflections are equally as important because they create some other steals or at least disrupt the offensive flow of the team. Chad Struck is in the house today. Shot from the right side, no good. Weak side rebound, tracked down by Reese Dissler. Tipped out of bounds by Hamby. So it will go back to Althoff Catholic.
Need to do a little bit better job boxing out, and not give up those second chance points.
We talked about that last night with the Blue Devil games too. Some of those shots when they're airballed or they're unexpected, but like you said, you still need to have a body on somebody. Devils tip it away, and here we go. Loncourt across the timeline to the left side. Picked up right away and double teamed. And a jump ball, Miley. Obviously, we talked about you don't want the double team to come on, but when it does, you want to get rid of it soon. Alternate possession arrow does go to the Blue Devils, so resetting the offense. 6:40 and counting left first quarter action. 2-0 is all we got so far. Jada Brown with the basket on that one. Brown inside, kicks it back out. Long court from the left side, no good for 3. Long rebound comes out, picked up by Davis for the Crusaders.
Once again, I like that to where they go inside out and, basically get a wide open look.
Dissler, I go Dissler to Dissler. I'm going to have to make sure I've got the right two, Amelia and also Reese. We've got a jump ball on the other end, and neither one wanted to let it go. Medemeyer and Dowkey were both saying, it's still my basketball. Crusaders get the ball. Hard to see the ponytail there, but Dowkey throws it in and it's taken away. Here goes Hamby the other way. And Hamby takes it in, and his foul, our first foul of the game, our second one, excuse me. We had one earlier. This one will go against Reese Dissler. Second foul against Althoff Catholic. Hamby to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Good crowd today, especially for a Saturday afternoon. Lots of things going on. Actually, there's both sides. We got good crowds as well behind the teams. Hamby's second one is good. 1 for 2 from Madeline. It's 3-0 Blue Devils. But it gets quiet anytime there's free throws. And I love it because my volume still stays high. So here we go inside. Tipped and through the hands. Hustling after it was Jada Brown touched it. And then last touching it was Kamora Davis, and it will be Blue Devil basketball. Can't believe we've only played 2 minutes and 8 seconds so far. Devils up 3-0. 2-3 zone coming out of the Crusaders. Right side after one to the high post. Hamby misses the 3. Chloe Nicholson gets the tip. She gets the finger on it. Medemeyer tracked it down, passed to the wing, but Hamby had come back to the top, was no longer there. That's the advantage we're talking about with being able to reach up and just tip a rebound. Yep. Much like you see in the when the tall guys play in the games, so many of the athletic guys, they're just slapping the ball against the board and trying to create something for their team on rebounds. Devils stretching that 1-2-2 out again. Chloe out high. Medemeyer steps in, had a piece of it, but Davis came away with it. And then a jump ball on the block shot. Davis went up. Defense came in. Our third or fourth alternate possession arrow. Had to think if those were the old jump balls. And I remember jump balls were never bad. And, you always had strategy with them. But you ever did 5th and 6th grade boys or girls and one jump ball turned into 7 more, I can understand the rule change then. Inside the corner, the short corner. Great pass from Nicholson to Jada Brown. Nicholson gets another one of those assists as Jada Brown gets another bucket. Good pass in there from the short corner.
Well, if you can get the ball down there and then you dive to the basket, it's going to be open more times than not.
Riley Fairbarn came into the ball game for Althoff Catholic, number 20. Shot from the corner, no good. Weak side rebound, long court. She skips it down court. Running the court is Jada Brown. She's inside. Hamby got it to her. 2 of the Crusaders are there. We've got another foul against the Crusaders, and Jada will go to the line to shoot 2.
Once again, getting that long rebound and getting out and pushing the ball. Got the Devils easy look at the basket.
For Davis, that's going to be 2, and we're going to have a timeout right now. We'll take one, too. It's Blue Devils up 5-0 early in the game, and it's MeccaSportsCo.com.
Are you a contractor? If so, listen up. Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, a Pekin insurance partner, is known for providing the best contractor coverage in the area. They've thought of everything, from covering your facilities to protecting your tools and equipment while on the road, and even your employees. Ready to learn more? Call Freiberg Insurance at 217-224-7774 and let them help build a Pekin insurance portfolio that protects your business, your employees, and your livelihood.
The Quincy High Band. Hopefully you can hear that too. I tried to turn it up the other night and I couldn't pick them up as well. Always like to listen to them during our breaks. It is so nice. It's rare that the band plays for girls' games, and it's so nice here. By the way, later in the season, I might not miss not going to East Moline for that game. I think we have a different game. Oh, the Crossroads, simply because they're getting beat bad. Jada Brown will shoot 2. And they meaning East Moline after Awu's gone. They graduated a couple others too. I got to double check that when we pull that back up the first time we see East Moline come down here. United Township, 2 for 2 from the line. Devils are 3 for 4 early in this one. They lead 7-0. Under 5 minutes left, first quarter action. Nicholson's going to pick up at half court with the 1-2-2. That's what I love. It stretches it out, and look, Longcourt gets the steal. Longcourt across the timeline, takes it right side, crossover dribble. Cameron Byquist is in the ball game now. So Byquist, Longcourt, Medemeyer, Nicholson, and Brown. Into Brown. Brown brings it opposite side. And good hustle on the other side. Amelia Disler knocked it out of bounds. Jada saw it, but Jada couldn't get through the two girls to get it out to Miley on the weak side. And that's one of our fundamental rules, right, Coach? It goes in, look opposite.
Yep.
Substitution on the other side, number 21, Isabella Border, in for the Crusaders. Hey, we've got another jump ball. Wonder what the record is for jump balls in a game. And it's back over to the Althoff Crusaders. Well, I'm sure a long way from it, by the way. Nicholson at half court with the 1-2-2. Byquist and Longcourt at the top level. That's the high post stretched out all the way to the three-point lines when they come out to pick up their players. Down low, Brown and Medemeyer. Right side, shot taken, line drive, no good. Weak side, Davis was there, but Byquist, being a guard, did a nice job of getting in her face with her arm straight up. Rebound Devils, here we go. Nicholson, left side, Longcourt, she's going to pull up from three, good! ML14 with a 3, and that's brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. 12th and Seminary Road. Kevin Vandeman, we saw him in the postgame last year walking down last night as we were heading out. Here's the drive. Down court. Nicholson sends it left side to Longcourt. Back to Nicholson. She's going to pull it for 3. Off the back and just went up and grazed the shot clock. We had that happen twice last night at Blue Devil Gymnasium as well. And it's really just straight up with the backboard. So you almost, well, you can't really say it's part of the play because then people start banking them off that. 3:20 left first quarter action. 10-0, Devils with the lead. Still in that 1-2. No, they go to man-to-man now. Love it. Longcourt is going to pick up at the top. She's got Fairbon. Inside, tipped away. Weeks to the other side to Davis, who's back in the game. Right side, here comes a three-pointer. Shot from outside, no good. That was taken by Gabriella Dalkey. Ball is on the floor.
How about a jump ball?
Theme for the day, the jump ball. Alternate possession arrow. Now, but I must say, back in the day, and you have to go back to our day, having those at all 3 places that you could jump balls, there was strategy and there were plays designed, and all the great coaches we knew, including us, we had a whole book of plays just on the jump ball or the out-of-bounds play at certain places. Inside 3 minutes, Byquist on the right side, into the low block, kicks it back out. Jada Brown's going to pull up for 3. Nothing but net. Jada Brown from outside. Downtown Jada Brown. How about that? And that was brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. We keep talking about all the different things they have down there. Well, one of the breaks where we can break it all down at Woodmart, that is. The Crusaders bring it to the right side. Devils staying in that man-to-man this time. Switching things up. Longcourt is out, picking them up. By the way, Mia Ellifritz checked in the game as well. So Ellifritz, Byquist, Longcourt, Brown, and Nicholson. That puts Nicholson and Brown down low, and that's good for defense and rebounding. Nice spin move by Davis. Davis, no good. Brown gets the rebound. Kimura had a nice move there. Down the right side, Byquist. And here comes Jada Brown down the lane. Look at that. Get a rebound to Byquist in the corner. Brown gets the shot. Byquist gets the assist. Devils are up 15-0. We're taking a break. It's Blue Devil basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Devils are running the floor quite well so far, Coach. 1:52 left first quarter action, 15-0 for the Devils. Jeff Wellman along with Dave Pettit. Substitutions there we brought out both big. Chloe stayed in. Jada Brown got a break for the last minute 40. So it's Byquist, Hamby, Medemeyer, Nicholson, and Ellifritz. Ellifritz with a good job of getting around on defense on the block. Tipped it to Medemeyer. Here comes Hamby across the timeline. In the right corner, Byquist. Looking for a cutter. Oh, Cameron did a great job of just taking it baseline. Cameron looked. Everybody wasn't down court. They were free throw line extended, and she just took a nice drive to the basket. Here's the steal for Nicholson. Chloe goes up, and good. Boy, not only having her at the point, but she can run the floor. And if she gets ahead of you, you're not going to stop her. Down to 1 minute. 19-0. Devils playing well. Oh, and a great pass inside. Kimora Davis had Medemeyer on her hip, and Davis just turned to make the bucket. She's a good-looking ball player. Devils still lead. Big. Byquist in the corner. Elephants brings it back to the top, left side. Nicholson. She goes up, a little floater, and she gets it right off the front of the rim. It sneaks over the iron. She's got the last two. Devils lead 21-2. Down to 30 seconds left in the quarter. Should be the last shot for the Crusaders, but as we watch the Devils, might get a steal, might go the other way.
Yeah, they've been very active on the defensive end with their hands, and getting steals, and it's led to easy offense.
Back to that man-to-man again. There you go. Hamby steps up and takes away the steal. Here you go, or gets the steal, I should say. And a foul on the end. She's going to shoot two. Isabella Border will commit the foul. Her first, team's fourth in the first quarter. Hamby to the line. We thought we might see our buddy today, Jakai. He was over the other night, and I was ready for him to start a little practicing. I think you would have been fine with that. Good kid out there, helped Rick Little. So if he is out there, we're saying hi to him because he does listen, he said. Well, there wasn't much to do at Blue Devil Gym last night because we're focused in and we don't have to move much, which is always good. 16.1 seconds left, first quarter action. Hamby hits both of them. She's 3 out of 4 from the line so far. 23-12, Devils with a lead. Down to 10 seconds. Try to lob inside. Davis is there. Medemeyer's trying to get her. Turn around, and Byquist came down from the wing to help out, and Cameron reached in on the arm. That's the first foul for the Devils with 7.3 seconds left in the quarter. Sends Davis to the line to shoot two. So far, Coach, I haven't really seen, she hasn't had a chance to get open, and that's Dowkey, number 23. Davis has been strung down low on the post. About the same size as Jada, although she might be a little slightly taller. We'll have to wait till she gets back in there and matches up with her. Jada getting a break here in the last, minute 40. Nice job of getting her a rest, but you're not going to get much of a rest with the short bench. Second free throw is good, 23-3, down to 5 seconds. Nicholson across the timeline. She goes left side, driving, shot, and good at the buzzer. And I'm going to tell you, that was Layla Gay because I didn't have her number. It was the only one I looked down and didn't see in the book, and that is number 5. So Gay caps off the first quarter, and the Devils 25-3 after 1. When we come back the second quarter, it's Blue Devil Basketball, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Coach and I were just talking about the song being played out here now. Na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Late 60s, early 70s cut, I think early 70s. And it was played I know it was played at the pit back in my days as a youngster, and then going in there, when you led, that came out playing and the whole fan started singing na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. And so, I didn't sing it there, folks, I did the narrative for you. 1 quarter's in the book, 25-3, Blue Devils with a lead. Starting the second quarter off will be Nicholson, Hamby, Medemeyer, Brown, and Loncourt, the way we started off the game. Nicholson taps it away from out there right away. Takes it coast to coast, and it wouldn't be coast to coast, it would only be half the coast. Nicholson gets the first score in the second quarter. And that was Dahlke bringing it out. She's at the point right now. She uses Davis as a screen, and now a nice drive to the basket. Off the glass, no good. Davis gets the rebound, tries to get a putback. She was under the basket. Brown with another rebound. Here's Loncourt. Drives in and then stops on the baseline. Luckily, Nicholson on the left side to save her. And 3 from Chloe Nicholson. Nicholson hits from outside. She's feeling comfortable. She's got 9, and that three-pointer was brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. Devils staying in that man-to-man as they ended the first quarter. Oh, they've really been doing a switch back and forth because they started off with Nicholson at the start of the quarter with the steal in the 1-2-2. Amelia Disler at the point. High post. Davis was kind of going up to it, but she did not. Left side, Reese Disler. Switches it back over to Dahlke. She's being guarded by Nicholson, which has got to be tough for her. Dahlke comes across, then back to the top of the key. Davis will take the 3. No good off the front of the iron. Good-looking shot. Brown gets a rebound 15 feet from the basket. Jada says, hey, well, let's get going. Loncourt gets to the right elbow, and then on the weak side coming down is Madeline Hamby. Hamby hits the easy layup. Loncourt gets the assist. So key, and we've been talking the couple games that they've done such a good job. And I believe that was Amelia Disler because I looked up and it was already in the basket for Althoff. We'll keep it right here while we're talking about the rest of the day. Of course, we finish this ball game up, jump in the car, big long drive to the other parking lot, and we go to Blue Devil Gymnasium. We should be on at 6:45 pregame for the 7 o'clock start. Quincy High Blue Devils and Dunlap today. Dunlap lost last night. I talked to the St. Lawrence coach. He was practicing right after the Blue Devils, and he was from St. Rita, and he was an alumni of St. Rita. Remembers coming down here when his teams played in the shootout. We talked about the conference, and he talked about DePaul, still one of the tough ones, and that's Kleinschmidt. And of course, he lost when he came down here that one year, and that wasn't very happy because there was some, not questionable, but at the end, when you're at the home court, you usually get the breaks. 6:20 left in the first half, 32-5, Devils with the lead. Right side, Brown. She's on the perimeter now. She'll skip it back up to Loncourt at the top. Left side is Hamby. We'll skip her and go to Medemeyer, who goes to the opposite high post, and Brown just steps on in. It was there for the buck taken. Jada in the first quarter, I forgot she had that three-pointer too. She had 11, and that's 13. Devils tip it away, hustling at half court, but not able to stay in bounds. Amelia Disler, and we'll go back to the Blue Devils. Davis is going to get a break. She's worked hard out there. She's got 3 of the 5 points for the Crusaders. Jada Brown's going to stay in the high post now. 4 on the perimeter. Kate Medemeyer goes down to the low block. Ball goes in, comes right back out, and give Medemeyer the assist. Give Loncourt the three-pointer. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center.
Once again, the inside touches and then kicking it back out and stepping into that wide-open 3.
Yep. And as we always know, Coach we always talk about not only the inside out, back out, but anytime you pass the ball, look for it to come right back to you. So many times that pass back to that person when the defense resets, they're open. We had another jump ball, by the way. And this one goes back to the Blue Devils. That might be a harder task, keeping track of the jump balls and keeping track of rebounds and assists. High post, Brown. She goes down to the short corner. Nicholson back to the top. Hamby sees a 3. Hamby shoots. Oh, just rolls off the front of the iron. Rebound inside, Reese Disler for Althoff Catholic. Down the right side, Hamby's right there. Pinches in. Medemeyer comes up with a hand and a tip. Tracked down there by Althoff Catholic. Now on the other side, Loncourt with the tip. And she throws it up knowing Nicholson will be there. Nicholson, little shuffle off to Hamby. And we'll reset. Loncourt at the top. Goes down to Hamby off the left side. Here comes Brown making a cut across the basket. Misses the left-hand shot. Medemeyer tried to get the weak side rebound. Here's Althoff Catholic heading the other way. And just losing the handle on the ball, Amelia Disler. And it was a double dribble. Devils get it back with 4:43 left first half action. 37-5. Quincy High with the lead. Hamby's out. Byquist is in. So Byquist, Loncourt, Jada Brown, Chloe Nicholson, and Kate Medemeyer. The guards were the 2 I didn't have first names for there for you. Loncourt goes in the high post to Brown. Brown right back out to Loncourt. Miley shoots off the front of the iron. Inside, Kate Medemeyer's there. Her shot is blocked by Reese Disler, but Kate's going to stay right there and play D. Down the right side, almost thrown over the head. She's trying to track it down, does. Fairbairn lost it. Running it down is Reese Dissler. Good hustler there. Inside, here's a left-hand shot. No good, rolls out. Jada Brown with another rebound. Jada is working for double digits in rebounds today already in the first half. Down to the left corner, Chloe Nicholson. Nicholson gets bumped and smart enough to put the ball up, and it was almost behind the backboard. She'll get 2.
Good aggressive move by the freshman.
Foul was called against Reese Dissler, her second. Team's first in the second quarter. Nicholson's rattles out, right side, left side, pops out. Chloe with one more. Stick around for halftime. We'll break this one down, talk about the rest of the day. Second one is good for Nicholson. 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 38-5. Into the 2-3 now. Byquist, Nicholson up high. In the middle is Brown on the back with Medemeyer to her left, right Loncourt. Off the glass. Good shot. Riley Fairbairn hits the three-pointer. That was a nice shot from outside. It rang around once before it went in, and the Devils lose the ball in half court, down by Frank Cash. By the way, Mike Hanks had chimed out today again after last night. I think I shot the picture of the scoreboard and everything, and the assist leaders might be right there. So we'll talk about it because he said something about being number 4. I don't know, is Hanks number 4 all-time assist? Might be a good shot at it. Devils back in there 1-2-2 now. Nicholson pushes the ball to the right. Althoff takes it down to the corner. They try to come back out, and there's Chloe. She takes it away, and here comes the speedster, Byquist, down court. She misses, but the ball comes off the iron, and Nicholson tips it away and gets the rebound. Out to Loncourt, misses. Inside, Kate Medemeyer being strong, good position, because she does not have the height advantage, and Kate gets the rebound and the putback. 40-8 with 3 minutes left in the first half action. Right side shot for 3, no good. Harris goes right over Loncourt, and I think Loncourt thought she had her screened out. She didn't, because she reached up, grabbed the ball, put it back up. She's got 5 right now. That is Kamara Davis, and here's a steal inside. Isabel Border with the steal. She'll bring it across the timeline. 2.5 left. Devils in that 1-2-2. Hey, you hit the last 3, or the last shot. 3 no good this time. Jada Brown with another rebound. Nicholson down the left side. Skips it over to the right side to Loncourt. On the wing is Byquist. Back out to Loncourt to the left. Nicholson. Good ball movement. Just lost the handle on it and was slapped away by Althoff. Crusaders heading the other way. Another good shot off the backboard. Hard that time, though. Loncourt gets the weak side rebound. Good might not have been the adjective I wanted there, by the way. That was a line drive shot. Loncourt skips it down to the short corner. Taking that shot. Nicholson no good. And that was one where all 5 Devils were out behind the arc, so nobody was there for rebounding. Inside 2 minutes, 40-10. And a pass to the right went right out of bounds. Brad Dance does not play for the Crusaders, so Devils will get the ball back. Nicholson and Medemeyer are going to get a break. Mia Ellifritz is checking in. Actually, Byquist is going to get a break too. So as we check that, we've got Byquist, Loncourt, Ellifritz, Hamby, and in the high post, Jada Brown. Hamby goes right side, Loncourt. Loncourt loses the handle on the ball. Thank goodness Crusaders touched it. A couple of lost balls like that, like almost, but the field, it's got a nice feel to it, the basketball. I've asked a few times if the girls like it. Some of the coaches don't, but the girls do, and it's like that's all that really matters. They're the ones playing with it. Left side, Ellifritz passed up a 3, stepped inside the line. Nice shot off there, just grazed and out of bounds. So with 1:17 left first half action. Mark Louthan, Bradley Loncourt, both over there. I told Mark, the way he's playing, that now he has his own identity. He no longer would be called Tom Obert's grandkid. He was always had his own identity, but right side, looking inside. Davis is being triple teamed almost. It goes into Davis, though, and it was good positioning there. Davis with the score. That was a nice pass by Althoff on that one. Davis was working, had her on her hip. As soon as it went to the top of the key, there was a direct line for the pass, and she was there. Byquist comes left side. 45 seconds left in the half. Cameron way out here. Ellifritz 15-footer, left side, no good. Inside, knocked away. And Hamby stepped in to knock it away. It will be Althoff. You know, we got here a little bit early. A couple of the girls were outside. Cameron Byquist came up in shorts. And it was cold, and we were thinking, if we got to stand here more than 5 minutes. Luckily, it was 2 minutes, and we were in. 30 seconds left. I will not say the last possession, as the Devils have shown you in the last quarter. Hamby with the steal and took it down the other way. Shot from three, no good. Long rebound comes out. Reese Thistler had a hold of it. She moved it around. Jada Brown grabbed it, and we've got another jump ball. We'll stay on this end, or the far end, I should say. Althoff Catholic will have the basketball right in front of the band. Devils going to go man-to-man out of it. Reese Thistler to bounce it in. Right into Davis, right in traffic. Davis couldn't get the shot. Well, she got the shot up, missed it, and Jada Brown with another rebound. I got to check Jada's rebounds at the half because I know she's got double digits. From the left corner, three-pointer up, and it rolls. It does a 360-plus. Mia Elephants for the three. And that three powered by Woodmark Building Center. Last shot of the half goes off the shot clock. And we've played 16 minutes here at Quincy High Gymnasium. It's the Quincy High Blue Devils taking care of some business. First time I've said that this year. With the halftime lead, Quincy High 43, Althoff Catholic 12. We'll come back for halftime, breaking it up. We'll have some fun here at Blue Devil Gymnasium. Of course, you're listening to Blue Devil Basketball right here on mechasportsco.com.
Freiburg Insurance in Quincy is your local independent Pekin insurance agency. They're part of the community, and no one knows your insurance needs better than your friends and neighbors. Whether it's business, home, auto, or life, Pekin Insurance and Freiburg Insurance are ready to discuss your specific needs in person. Call them at 217-224-7774 and learn why it's always better to talk insurance with friends.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And back here at halftime, Quincy High. I can tell the sun's starting to go down there. What little bit of sun we had today as we look out to the north. It still looks cold out there.
Oh, it's very cold.
And that's why it's basketball season, and we got to love that. Coach Pettit and Jeff Wellman along with you here. One half in the books. Here's how it started off. The Devils, and that's from the ladies' side, started off with the first 19 points of the game. Doing it all. Gave up 2 then, came back and scored 4. Gave up a free throw and decided one more bucket before the end of the first quarter. 25-3 after one quarter. Devils went ahead and continued that run as they went on a 9-point run from the first quarter into the second quarter. Led 32-3, gave up a basket. Hey, how about let's take another 6-point run right there. We're up 38-5. Give up a 3, get our own shot. In that next 2 baskets, good job over there by the Crusaders, and they've been getting the ball into Davis. But the Blue Devils would come back with the last 3 as Mila Elifritz does the 360. Probably went around 632 on that. So now if somebody wants to get out there and check that out on the video and test it, I'll be glad to find out how close I was on that. So your halftime score, 43-12. Pretty good looking half for the Devils.
Well, a dominating performance. To be honest with you, it starts with Jada Brown inside and Chloe Nicholson outside. With the pressure she put on, the deflections, that basically led to easy Quincy baskets, running the floor in transition. They've done a great job on the glass, haven't given up very many second shots. They've taken care of the basketball except for, a couple of, minor scafus where they went a couple times without getting a good shot at the basket. But overall, they've taken care of the basketball well.
They really have done that, and they've gotten the steals. They've switched off from man-to-man to the 1-2-2. Put a little 2-3 in there a couple times as well, so it's good to see that transition. Speaking of scoring here, of course, we had that big lead in the first. We've had 5 threes from outside. Thank you, Woodmark Building Center. And inside, Jada Brown, not so much inside. We've had a couple high-low passes. Kate Medemeyer had a great offensive rebound, good positioning. But Jada Brown continues to run the floor so well, gets a rebound. She's got over 10 right now. And then she's down at the other end of the court, getting the basket. She's got 13 and a half. We've got Nicholson there. We've talked about her not scoring. She put up 10 points out here kind of quietly as the Devils. Loncourt's hit 2 threes from outside, and that's kind of the scoring we've got in the first half. On the other side, 7 of the 12 points have been scored by Kamora Davis. And the big girl inside, I'm not sure if that's the girl going to John Wood. When listening to Coach in the pregame, he mentioned somebody. It's either her or Dalkey. And I'd say both will be a nice addition over there to the Trailblazers.
Well, Belkey's a freshman, so I don't think she's quite going there yet. Davis
she's not moving after 3 years?
Yeah, well,
you did say that in the pregame. I did.
But yeah, Davis is tough underneath the basket. She's a big girl. She moves well. She's got good hands.
They make some good passes, too, and they did go from the right side to the top of the key. And she did a great job, Kamora Davis, of really squaring up. As soon as it was open, she stayed. She didn't move. She had her position already and waited for the ball to be passed in. That was a nice pass. So, all right, so tonight, Coach, we've got the action across the way. We've got the Blue Devils, 7 o'clock, 6:45 pregame show, and that will be Dunlap. We watched Dunlap lose last night in that ball game. I knew I was going to think about the score, and it was it 65-52 or something like that?
That's what I believe.
Right. Of course, the Devils won after that ball game, 76-58. When all the numbers come flying in there, they all mesh and work out perfectly. It's a wonderful thing. But Devils did a good job, but they also had, as I talked to Coach, and we did the pregame early today, when talking to Coach, first of all, we talked about the offseason, because you and I have talked about, we've all talked about, that's where players are made, and teams in the offseason. We saw the first play of the game when Loncourt drove from the left side, went up, had defense on him, and dunked the ball. We saw Keyshawn inside, 2 guys hanging on him. So we saw some of that strength out there that we talked about, which was pretty impressive. But then I went to Coach and I said, now normally, Coach, as we all do, we look at the negative because the positive is there. We try to pick the negative apart. But today I'm going to talk about the positive. So we talked about some of the positive. He liked the bench coming out, as you're going to hear it. And I won't share the rest of it because somebody's going to go, well, you're giving us all the key things. Why not tell us the end of the story? But then we went to the negative, and that's the thing. Coaches are always going to break down what we did wrong. I mean, we saw what we did right. And if you only we're on that. Now, you cannot, though, come in and browbeat your team as well either because you can demoralize a team and put them down. But you've got to be able to point it out. And he even mentions that, too. When any of the coaching staff is trying to explain something to the kids, we're trying to make you better. We're trying to teach you the right way to do stuff. We're not in your face just to be in your face, And when I say that, all I can think of is that great line by Bobby Knight when Jim Wishman was over there as a freshman, making him run and making him run after practice and making him run. He said, do you know why I'm running, making you run? No. Keep running. Finally, he said, do you know why, I'm making you run? He goes, no. And he goes, it's because of all the trips I had to make over to Quincy on that 2-lane highway to recruit you. Pretty good stuff there. And, of course, that's Bobby Knight, man. That's some good stuff. And later on, he showed his love with a little tug on the jersey one time in a ball game that caught everybody out there as well. So another one of those guys who could score and have the assist out there. So, but it should be a lot of fun tonight over Blue Devil Gym.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a good matchup. And once again, like I said last night, the Blue Devils, they need to worry about themselves. If they take care of their own business, they'll be fine. They'll end up with, more W's than L's. But they need to just worry about themselves, stay focused and disciplined, and maybe put together, like I say, last night I think they played maybe a quarter and a half to 2 quarters of good basketball. They need to start, stretching that out and, getting the prolonged, good basketball play.
Well, and Coach, like we talked about, too, their schedule last year, loaded. Played those key games and played them well down at Highland. Any of our shootout games, it was awesome. If you played like you did last night, you think, well, we'll win. No. Those little mistakes, you can't make, 1 or 2 mistakes here or there can be costly, but as many as last night, again, because we didn't really have a lot of pressure on us, but we made turnovers from that little bit of pressure. Coach, and again, it is game 1, so as we're backing it up here, we understand, it's like climbing the mountain, You don't go running up to the top of the mountain right off the bat. You take each step, you work your way up there, and it's a tough one, on a tough road. And I think I even got to use some of my old. Was the basket moving there, Coach?
That's what I'm thinking.
Wow, that was interesting. Hey, now how about that? If they weren't set perfectly, he turns around and goes, "Oh, we got to start this game over."
We played the first half.
We'll be heading over the other way real fast on that one. Of course, that was our fear too. Althoff was coming from the state tournament, and as we know, Bloomington is usually a 3-hour drive, roughly, probably a little shorter than that, but on the highway. And after they won the state title, game was still running after 1 o'clock. So you're thinking, wow. And they did get here, and there was 5 girls ready to go. 2 or 3 more popped in a little later on. So it kind of looks like an old pickup basketball team or a softball team from the old days, And where are they at? He's pulling up right now. So, hey, we're getting ready for the second half action. And it'll be right here, the Blue Devils and the Crusaders, Wellman and Pettit. Wow, the Crusaders, are we Batman and Robin? I'm not sure. Devils do lead 43-12, and we'll be back with the second half after this word from our sponsors on mechasportsco.com.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
Back to Blue Devil Gymnasium. Check that Quincy High's Gymnasium. Second half will start off. Blue Devils with the basketball in the lead, 43-12. Nicholson, Longcore, Brown, Medemeyer, and Hamby for the Devils. They'll work left to right on your dial, on your screen, but I still like the radio dial. Once a radio man, always a radio man. Longcore at the top. High post is Medemeyer. Longcore used the screen, comes back out now. Hamby takes the 3, no good. Reese Dissler with a rebound. She'll pass to Amelia Dissler. Still in the lineup too, Riley Fairbairn. Inside Davis, the scorer in the first half, and Cabrera Dalkey, and she has not scored yet. Their leading scorer out there, the freshman coach was talking about. And from the right side, little happy feet, that's a traveling call. And I happen to see Brendan Lepper was over in the front row watching the girls right now. Although he just left, and I think Coach Brown came back. Second half action. Quincy High Blue Devil basketball right here, and we'll get ready for and a great pass from the left side. On the left wing, Jada Brown found Medemeyer on the right block, and the ball just rolled off the rim after the shooting off the backboard. Brown with a steal inside. Davis came up, knocked her down for briefly. Hamby picks the basketball up across the timeline. Right side Brown. Davis comes out, play man-to-man. Down to Nicholson, short corner. Back to the top of the key. Hamby will take that 3. Good. Madeline Hamby for the 3 to start off the second half. Her first one of the ball game. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. 12th and Seminary Road. In the half-court set, 1-2-2 Devils. Nicholson at the point, Hamby and Longcore on the high post. Down low, Medemeyer and Brown. I really like the way they even spread it out, even to the corner. Ball was inside. Brown tipped it away. Hamby gets it, though, and then outlets it to Nicholson. Chloe goes all the way in for the left-hand layup. She's got good. Nicholson now with 12 points in the contest. Hamby gets the steal and the assist. Here's the Devils with the steal again. Longcore's going to go all the way down to Hamby. This time, Hamby's the recipient of the pass. Madeline Hamby scores. Longcore gets the assist.
Once again, great defense turns into easy, opportunistic offense.
And as the Devils have done this year in a couple of the games, it's a lot of assists for their field goals. That means you're sharing the basketball. Shot no good, but good hustle. Reese Dissler hustled to save that ball. Amelia Dissler came down and got it. She was fouled, so she'll shoot 2. Hamby's first foul, and the first one of the third quarter for the Devils. Actually, the first one for either team there. Dissler misses the free throw. She'll have one more. Isabella Border checks back in for the Crusaders. Second one rolls out. Kate Medemeyer with the rebound. Outlet Brown. Brown down court. Longcore in the half-court set. Who's running the floor? Jada Brown. Brown gets it. Longcore gets the assist.
He'll give and go.
Boy, I tell you, talk about run a floor.
Still works.
It's going to be a fun season and a fun few seasons watching this team. Left side, Dowkey. She's going to get to pull up a three. Off the front of the iron. Inside, Reese Dissler. Dissler shot off the glass. Hamby came up. Dissler will shoot two. And for Madeline, it's her second foul and the team's second foul in the third quarter. Reese Dissler to the line for the first time tonight. I guess actually this evening. Dissler hits the first. And that puts a stop to the 9-point run to start the third quarter for the Devils. 5:21 left, third quarter action. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2 for Reese Dissler. Devils still lead 52-14. Down court. Long court gets it down to Hamby. Hamby misses it. Davis had the rebound, and Hamby took it away from her. I think Davis thought we were going to get another jump ball. I think we used them all up in the first half. You only get so many
in the first half a quarter.
Exactly. Sorry, we don't have any more jump balls to use. It's just like timeouts. They're all over. Longcourt goes down to the block, and she was in trouble. Brown was trying to have position. The ball got stolen away by Amelie Dissler. Dissler goes coast to coast inside Davis with the rebound. Davis is fouled. She'll head back to the free throw line. Longcourt commits her first foul. Third team foul in the third quarter. Davis 1 for 2 in the first quarter from the charity stripe. And silence there was. And somebody yelled there. Why is that? I mean, I know people are shooting free throws and everybody wants to be respectful, but make some noise. It's kind of like the Chicago Blackhawks in their pregame when they have the national anthem. They made more noise in the national anthem than any other time. Shot was missed. Border got the rebound, but Jada Brown blocked the shot from behind. Davis, though, gets the ball, passes it down to Dowkey. Dowkey tight ropes the baseline, but had 1 foot out of bounds, so we'll go back over to the Blue Devils. Checking in will be Catherine Gross for the Crusaders. Cameron Byquest coming in, giving Hamby a break for the Devils. So Byquest, Nicholson, Longcourt, Brown, and Medemeyer for the Devils. 4:30 left, third quarter action, 52-14. Spread outside. Medemeyer flashes to the high post. Back to the top of the key. Byquist looks to bring it to the opposite side. Nicholson keeps it over here. Medemeyer there finds Brown down on the block. Gets in front of the basket. Good job with the left hand. She's got 17. That she would be Jada Brown. Can't use the pronouns without knowing who they are. Don't know the players without a program. Always love that. Used in many movies. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Dowkey off the left side. Longcourt covers her up right away. Stays with her till the ball goes up high. Dissler now will go right side. You know, the moves are there, but a little slow on the outside with the passes. Dissler now takes a shot from three. No good. Byquest, the guard, is down there getting the rebound. Cameron being physical. Across the court. It went from her to Medemeyer to Byquist. Back here to the right side. Nicholson now. Nicholson goes into Brown, who's double teamed. Longcourt was a step out from her range. Back into the high post. Brown turns around. Good. Jada Brown turns around right at the elbow, squares up, and hits the bucket. 56. Got to start reading my writing there. Went backwards. 56-14. Devils with the lead. Dowkey with a nice drive there out in front of the basket. No good. She gets her own rebound, loses it. Nicholson picks it up. That was a nice move by Dowkey. Nicholson then off the back of the foot of Brown. Luckily, it went to Longcourt, and who's running the court? Jada Brown rolls off the rim. She gets her own rebound, kicks it back out. Chloe passes up the three. Little runner from 14, no good. Just come up a little short. She shot that runner in the first half down here on the baseline. It was a nice, sweet shot. Yeah, baseline to the wing a little bit. Inside 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Glad you could be with us on this afternoon. Lots of basketball. Just Thanksgiving is so much fun. Christmas is just a blast, too, with all the tournaments. It's all a blast, Coach, isn't it? From former players and coaches when you come up and sit in the booth. Left side, Dowkey. Zone still coming out of the Devils. Went to the high post. Reese Dissler had it. Now she realized she had a chance. Turns back around and takes the shot and scores. She made the first turn, it was there, but she didn't realize it when she turned back towards Byquist. Byquist kind of turned her right back to the lane and made the shot. High post Brown. Kicks it out right side. Inside out. That's a three-pointer. Longcore for her third three of the ball game. And, of course, that three is brought to you by Woodmark Building Center.
They're getting their money's worth today.
Indeed.
For sure.
And John Ernst is still trying to sneak in on there once in a while. That's too funny. Amelia off the glass from 15 feet. That's Amelia Disler. 59-18. Getting a little more scoring now for the Catholic, the Althoff Catholic. I think maybe getting their legs back now. High-low post pass. Well, that was interesting. High-low from one side from Brown to Medemeyer. Then it went over to the other wing to Nicholson. Longcore misses the three. Rebounded out here by Althoff Catholic. In transition down the left side. She's looking at Nicholson at one side, Longcore at the other side. Ball gets moved around to the right side. Driving baseline. And dove right into Jada Brown. That's like, you're not going anywhere there. Border, hit the border, and then went beyond the border, and that's called out of bounds. 1:16 and counting left. Third quarter action. We always get back to that running clock question, don't we? But it's always the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Rebounded there, and a good steal there by Nicholson. Nicholson shuffles it. Brown, ooh, just off the iron. The pass was lazy by the Crusaders, and Nicholson had her wingspan just close enough. Swatted a little bit, came back to her, and then gave the dish to Jada. And Jada will shoot two. Foul was called on Reese Disler, her third foul. Only the first foul for the Crusaders in this quarter. First free throw good. That breaks the 60 mark with 1:02 left in the third. And Jada connects on two. 8 in the second half. 21 for the game so far. I say unofficially. By the way, last night I was right, except for I had Lathan for that three-pointer. Somehow that quarter they must not have gave him a three because the addition didn't work out. And I thought for sure Mark was behind it. Longcore on the weak side could have committed the foul, but did not. Nicholson got the ball. Quick outlet. And then the track star, Byquist, just flies down the court for an easy layup. Wonder what she runs to 150 in. She's quick. She's part of the track team, I believe, too. 27 seconds. Inside, Reese Disler, turnaround, 8-footer, no good. Brown had a hold of it. It was tipped. Longcore gets it, throws it down court to Nicholson. Inside 20 seconds. Nicholson, the step through. Good move, just rolled off. But Byquist is there for the weak side rebound. Jada Brown back out to Longcore off the left side. Inside 10 seconds. Nicholson will bring it out to the top. Down to 5 seconds. Got to make a move. Byquist off the right side. Off the glass. Left the iron. Almost a three-pointer. The buzzer goes, and we have played three quarters here at Quincy High. Your score, the Quincy High Blue Devils 63, the Althoff Catholic Crusaders 18. Blue Devil basketball on mechasportsco.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any two of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And don't forget to stick around for the postgame, the Hardee's postgame. You just heard a message from them. Brian Harms. He won't be here personally in the postgame, but he's sponsoring the postgame. That's good enough.
Well, and make sure you stay tuned for the Freiburg Insurance Player of the Game, along with the coach's comments sponsored by Kunis.
Indeed. Lots of fun with these broadcasts. Got a couple openings still in the pregame and the halftime for anybody who might be interested. We've got somebody already looking at one of them, but if you are interested, always look for Coach Pettit, myself, in the gymnasium. Track us down. We'll tell you all about it. Fourth quarter starts. Devils with a 63-18 lead. Basketball will go to Althoff Catholic. Devils will come out man-to-man. Lineup is Gay, along with Byquist, Hamby, Ellifritz, and Medemeyer. So many of the starters, if not all of them, probably done for the day, but you've got only 8 players, so somebody's going to have to come back in for a break. Man-to-man doing a good job out there.
Yeah, well, and the one thing I've seen with the Lady Blue Devils tonight is, they haven't fallen down from their 1-2-2 to their 2-3 to their man-to-man. All three of them, they played very well tonight.
Rebound came down. We had a jump ball. Many of those in the first half. We jest about that, but it is, as we talked about those fifth-grade games back in the day, one jump ball to another jump ball. That's where the discussions came from, I'm sure. Kind of like the shot clock, too. You get enough people talking about it, it's here. Not this year, though, folks. Byquist, top of the key, right side. Gay. Layla looks out there, looked inside, now shuffles back. He goes over here to Ellifritz. Ellifritz and Gay on the right side. Left side's Hamby. High post is Medemeyer. Into high post, Medemeyer. Drops it down to Ellifritz, comes back out. Good ball movement on that one. Hamby misses the three. Inside, Byquist. She's had 2 or 3 really good rebounds inside down in that low block. But we get a jump ball out of that.
She's had a very active game, both on the offensive and defensive ends.
Very good. But the key to today's game might be jump ball. It didn't really affect the game, but it's been fun. 6.5 left in this one. Devils are going to go to 3-1. We're not going to say that yet. We'll get to that in the post game. Good drive there by Border off the lot basket. Weak side rebound and basket, first one of the game. Catherine Gross puts a bucket up. So that's the first score of the quarter. I was thinking that we had scored in the first 2 minutes. In the corner, Ellifritz was starting to drive in a double team, tried to get around it, and stepped out of bounds. And it is the running clock in the fourth quarter. That's why you will probably not see the starters, because there's no reason to bring them back. Up 63-20. Davis is coming back, though, in a second for the Crusaders. Devils staying in their man-to-man. Hamby out high with Fairbairn. Looking inside, comes back out. Reese Dissler, she thinks about a three. Medemeyer stays between her and the basket. Good job. Now Dahlke trying to work against Byquist. Dahlke, a good spin move, good step in. Off-balance shot. And out of bounds, last touched by Miss Gross, and it will be Blue Devil basketball. Gross takes a seat. Davis comes in. Yeah, I know we worried about getting over to the other gym in time, but nothing can slow that up at this point, I don't think, except the power going out in the building. Here we go. The craziness. Medemeyer at the top of the key. Check that. She was at the free throw lane, the high post. Made a turn. I think he meant number 21. There is no 11. That's Isabella Border. First foul on the team. Second on her. First in the quarter. Devils will go box out of bounds play from under their basket. Gay gets the ball. We are going to go right back to Hamby, who passed the ball in. She steps, of course, into the corner as Medemeyer screens down. Got knocked out of bounds in front of Brad Dance. We'll be talking to him in the post game, get his comments on this one. Got to be pleased with the performance of the Devils. In the left corner, Ellifritz will come back out. Byquist. 4 on the perimeter. Kate Medemeyer in the high post. A shout out to Larry and Kathy Klauser, her grandparents. A shout out to her mom, too, who got a little FaceTime down in O'Fallon as well. Bounces it inside. Ellifritz, good strong move. Coming over is Reese Dissler. She'll have her fourth foul. Ellifritz will go to the line to shoot 2. Second team foul in the fourth quarter. None for the Blue Devils right now. Ellifritz has 1 bucket. That was the end of the first half when she hit that baseline three-pointer that spun around, what did I say, 632 degrees? There you go. A spin and a half. It's the first one. And I believe the Devils are averaging about 64 a game, I believe. We're right on 64 right now. Off the front of the iron. Rebound comes away, Althoff Catholic. You know, they might be a little disappointed at the loss today, but they're going to be very happy when they get back to town and celebrating the boys' state championship. Hats off, nice job. 500 yards and 7 touchdowns. I'd be going to Oregon, too. Left side, Dahlke being guarded by Byquist. Goes down to Davis. Now Medemeyer's guarding her. Turnaround, no good. Actually, it was a short hook. Dissler was on the weak side. Nobody screened her out, and Reese gets a bucket. She's got 6 in the ball game. Jump center, strong girl. They'll be okay down in their conference, I think. Devils just played an awesome game to start. Good defense and got into transition on their offensive end. Dissler gets a rebound on the weak side after Hamby missed the shot. Approaching 2.5 left in the game. Reese tries to go coast to coast. Gay was there. lost the rebound then, to the taller Dissler. And it's Althoff Catholic's basketball again. Dowkey off the left side, bounces into Davis, just out of her reach. Ellifritz was there. Davis popped her arm a little bit. She was reaching down there. Her third foul, team's third in the fourth quarter. And checking in for her will be Amelia Dissler. So with the defense out here, Border in the 1-2-2 at the top. Fairbairn along with Dowkey at the high post. The Disslers on the low post. Devils still with the lead, 64-22. High post Medemeyer. Hedemeyer goes right side. Gay's going to take the shot. Good from three. Layla Gale hits a three-pointer. She's got 5 in the ball game. Hit a bucket in the first quarter as well. Nice job. Medemeyer with a block shot on Border. Bike was bringing the timeline, minute and a half left. Picked up her dribble a little soon, needs some help. Medemeyer comes to help. Kate's real smart and waits for both her players to come across the timeline. So many times you get in a hurry to pass it back to the guard, and she's not back across the court. Byquist, she'll take a three-pointer from outside. No good. Medemeyer's going to get the long rebound. Kate, she'll find Ellifritz. 4 on the perimeter. Gay, like the last one, she fires another 3, and the long rebound out of bounds. That's a good-looking shot. Of course, Emma Bunch is still hurt. She's going to be down a little bit. Double-checking that as the clock flies away. We're down in the last minute of this ball game, folks. 67-52. Full timeout. Hey, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. When we're back, the finale, the 45.5 from Blue Devil Gymnasium at the Quincy High School. MechaSportsCo.com.
Freiburg Insurance, your local independent Pekin insurance partner, is proud to support young people in sports and academics in the Quincy area. After the game, make a note to stop by their office and discuss your current policies and future needs for your business, home, auto, and family. Pekin Insurance offers a variety of plans to meet your coverage needs. Give Freiburg Insurance a call at 217-224-7774. Go Devils!
Who was this coach? He said it the other night, right away.
My man, Stephen Tyler.
Dream on, Aerosmith. Dream big. We talked about that the other day, and that's how we segued in there. Last 45 seconds, Althoff Catholic with the basketball. Devils with a huge lead, improving to 3-1. Althoff Catholic will fall to 1-4. They did have a win there, breaking those 3 losses to start. But again, their losses to start are Cardinal Ritter, Centralia, and O'Fallon. Good schools, so I'm glad they're playing that good competition. Down to 20 seconds. Right side, back to the top of the key. Dowkey working against Byquist. She's just good. Good moves by Dowkey, and a good bank off the last move. But she's having to work to get those shots. That was her first bucket of the ball game in less than 15 seconds left in the ball game. But she's worked hard. Devils will fire the last shot up in the right corner. Ellifritz will miss it. And there's your final buzzer. Your score, the Blue Devils come out of this one 27. How about 67-24 for the victory? And an impressive victory it was. Coach, lots of fun today and watching this one.
Yeah, I tell you what, first of 2. Let's go over there the Devil Gymnasium and finish off this sweep today.
Checking out our score-by-score on each quarter is I put it up, and it's funny. I saw that 3 in the first quarter. It looked like 13, and I said, how did we go from 13 and go backwards on that one there? As I'm breaking down my book here real quick. Tell you what, that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. That way we can come back in the Hardy's post game. We'll do the breakdown quarter by quarter as well as the scoring in this one. But from Quincy High Gymnasium, the final score, your Quincy High Blue Devil girls 67, the Althoff Catholic Crusaders 24. And this has been Jeff Wellman along with Dave Pettit. Stick around. We've got the Hardy's postgame show coming up next. You've been listening to Blue Devil basketball and watching it right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And back to Quincy High for the Hardee's post-game show, and what a good one here for the Devils. They took off in this one from the opening tip, 19 straight points. Check that. Yes, that's right, 19 straight points. Got a bucket. Devils came back, scored some more, and ended up the first quarter up 25-3 as my slash keeps looking like a 13 after one quarter. Second quarter, Devils kept it going, 9-point run that started in the first quarter, ended up into the second quarter, up 32-3. Devils give up a basket, run 6 more off. Halftime, 43-12. Third quarter, picked it up again, 9 points right off the start of the quarter and got a 52-12 lead. And, of course, after 3, it was 63-18. Running clock in the fourth quarter, and with the running clock, not much scoring going on in the fourth quarter. Final 67-24. Pretty impressive stuff today, Coach.
Oh, I tell you what, defensively, the Lady Blue Devils came out, a lot of deflections. Once again, sharing the basketball, basically, everybody getting into the act. So, great win today for the Lady Devils.
And we're in the post game. I'm going to pass it off, Coach. You stay with it a second here.
Either one of you want to talk to me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, there you go.
He's better talking than I am.
Coach Dan says he does a nice job out here. So, get our headphones out there. Coach Dance has already joined us. Coach, an impressive victory, and it all started off right off the bat. Defense to offense, transition, lots of assists, and, of course, Jada Brown running the floor, getting a rebound, and ending up on the other end again. But I saw, much like the last couple games, 20 assists and 26 field goals, 16 and 24. This one might have been better than both of them.
Yeah, I thought the girls did a really good job on both ends of the court. I thought we, defended really well, and we got out and ran the floor, and, we were able to get some easy looks. And, obviously, like we've talked before, that's what we were at our best, is when we were sharing the ball. And I was kind of disappointed in about the last 4 possessions of the first half, where we really it was almost like we were just trying to do stuff on our own. We didn't share the ball. We took contested shots. And we're most teams aren't good making contested shots at the high school level. We move the ball around. We're going to get open looks, and we're going to probably get better chances of making them. So.
You hit from behind the arc today, too. 8 shots from behind the arc were hitting them. Miley had all 3 of hers from behind the arc, as well as Ella Fritz in that first, I believe. And Layla Gale fires up a 3, and I love that as well, man.
Oh, yeah, she likes to shoot. She's not timid about shooting. So she's open. You got to give it to her and let her shoot it.
Indeed. And at first glance, too, it looks like free throw wise today. First quarter were 4 or 5 out of 6. Second quarter 1 out of 2, so 6 out of 8. And then we go 3 for 4, so 9 out of 12. Check that math out, folks. Pretty good from the free throw line, which we expect.
Yeah, not bad at all. We've got to, I like the way we shoot our free throws, but we've got to get better rebounding. That was the one kind of downfall of today's game. I didn't think we rebounded very well, and against really good teams, physical teams, we're going to have to rebound, and otherwise it's going to be a lot of trouble.
Coach Pettit made that point a couple times, and it was much like last night early in the Blue Devil game. Some of it was just bad shots, air balls and stuff in there. Yeah. But you still have to put a body on somebody in case it happens. So as long as you got a body on somebody, you'll get the rebound. And like we always did too. If you can put the ball up and everybody goes and screens somebody out, that ball should be able to hit the floor. Now that's how we think of it in theory, but it should happen that way.
Yeah, we can hope that it happens that way. Sometimes when we do some drills where we make it bounce once before they can pick it up on the defensive team. So but it's just wanting to get it and going after it. So it's one of the other things we got to work on. So we'll be back at it Monday.
Not to get off on a different tangent though with rebounding, always loved the drill, and it used to be it used to hook onto the net. It took time to put it up there, but the ball couldn't go in.
Yeah.
And so you ran the drill, and people used to get so worn out because obviously the ball couldn't go through, and depending on how long you went. But that taught people not only screen out, but have a little stamina too.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's a good one. So.
All right, so now we talk about –
that's showing your age, too.
Exactly. Well, I talked about the fan-shaped boards the other day, too, and people went, what are you talking about? So, and we used to bank on them. Yeah. Hey, one note here, too, it was kind of nice, too. Nicholson does so much for the game, but today she felt a little more comfortable, and she was taking some shots. She got 12 points.
She did, she did a good job. And, anyway, she can get 7 to 10. That's good for her, so we're happy with that.
Yep, and everything else. Well, I'll tell you, Coach, I know we're all in the same boat, although your boat might be going across town if I think about it.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to go home first and relax a little bit.
But good luck to your son, by the way, this year as well. He had a heck of a year last year, and we had fun watching him play. Yep. On all that. But the Devils win today, and, of course, you gave us just what we wanted, a quick game so we can get our tails over there and set up, so we appreciate that, Coach. So I won't stretch this thing out 15 more minutes.
Sounds good. Well, we appreciate you guys coming here. I know a lot of people listen to you and watch you, so I definitely appreciate it.
Well, I'll take that back. They're watching you guys. We just happen to be the venue that we send out there. We'll take it that route. But we look forward to next week, and we'll catch you there. Have a great weekend.
All right, thanks. You too.
And that is Brad Dance. Of course, he's the head coach for the Blue Devils. His coach's comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. And tell you what, that might be a good idea to send it to that real quick, and we'll come right back to wrap this one up.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And we're back as we just wish Coach Romine the good luck tomorrow, because they will stay here tomorrow and play Quincy in Quincy's gym against Highland. So that was kind of unique there as well. Hey, let's break down the scoring for you. First of all, the Blue Devils, they were led in scoring by Jada Brown. She had 21 points, lots of I tell you, not quite 21 rebounds, but this was a double-double for sure tonight out for her. After that, it was 12 points from Chloe Nicholson, who did a lot more too. 10 points from Madeline Hamby. 3 threes from Miley Loncourt, and that's where she's at with 9 points. 5 points from Layla Gale, hit a bucket in the first quarter, and as coach, you heard her say, loves shooting threes, and she did late there. 5 points for her. 2 points out of Mia Ellifritz. Check that. 4 points from Ellifritz. 4 from Byquist. 2 from Kate Medemeyer, and of course, Emma Bunch is still not with us. She's got a few more weeks before she comes back. On the other side, Kimura Davis, she had 7 points, strong inside. She's going to have some fun games this year over there. We got Reese Dissler. She's at 6 for the day. 4 from Amelia Dissler. 3 points out of Riley Fairbairn. And 2 from Dalkey, 2 from Gross. And that rounds out the lineup there for Althoff, who falls to 1 and 4. So pretty impressive thing. And now it's time to pick a player of the game for the Freiburg Insurance. I'm going to take Mark Freiburg over Fred Corey. I know the Freiburg can take Corey in a one-on-one game. So, but that's not the out. Jada had a great game, 21 points. Miley, I'm going to tell you, Cameron down on the block, it was a team win. We can't pick a team win unless you have one of them great team wins. That's a bailout usually for us. I got Chloe Nicholson, 12 points, bunch of assists, bunch of rebounds, really got in the flow.
Bunch of steals. I mean, she was very disruptive at the top of that 1-2-2, and then that's one thing about this Lady Blue Devil team. They played man, they played 1-2-2, they played 2-3, and they played them all well tonight, which bodes well, for conference play coming up.
Indeed. So our player of the game, it is Chloe Nicholson, and that's brought to you by Freiburg Insurance.
For many, your home and auto are two of the biggest investments you'll make. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. At Freiburg Insurance in Quincy, they're ready to talk with you about covering the things you care about most: your home, your car, and your family. At Freiburg Insurance, they'll be glad to review your insurance needs and put together a policy that fits you and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
And back for the Hardee's post-game show here on mechasportsco.com. Ready to head over for the pregame show across the way, but Coach, last thoughts on today's performance?
Well, like I say, defensively, offensively, still got a few things to clean up, but once again, you got a very young team here with, 3 sophomores getting a lot of time and the freshman Nicholson out front. This is going to be a fun team to watch this year. And like I say, they've gotten better each and every game that we've seen them play.
Indeed. So that's Coach Pettit for the last comments there. And the final, of course, here, the Blue Devils won this one 67-24. We're going to hop in the car and we're going to have a long drive across the campus as we get ready for the 7 o'clock game for the Blue Devils against Dunlap. Pregame should be on at 6:45. So glad you joined us in the afternoon. Again, from Quincy High Gymnasium, the Quincy High Blue Devils 67 and the Althoff Catholic Crusaders 24. And you've been listening to Blue Devil Basketball right here on mechasportsco.com.
At Blessing Health, our podiatrists and podiatric surgeons understand the importance of getting you back on your feet. When you experience foot or ankle pain or injuries, our team of experts is dedicated to restoring your mobility and relieving your pain. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.